Then expose him to hell fire, and then insert him in a chain whereof the length is 70 cubits. Lo, he used not to believe in Allah the Tremendous, and urged not on the feeding of the wretched. Therefore hath he no lover here this day, nor any food save filth, which none but sinners eat. And we set a just balance for the day of resurrection, so that no soul is wronged in aught, though it be of the weight of a grain of mustard seed. We bring it, and we suffice for reckoners. The weighing on that day is the true weighing. As for those whose scale is heavy, they are the successful. And as for those whose scale is light, those are they who lose their souls, because they disbelieved our revelations. On the day when every soul will find itself confronted with all that it hath done of good and all that it hath done of evil, every soul will long that there might be a mighty space of distance between it and that evil. Allah biddeth you beware of him, and Allah is full of pity for his bondmen. On that day faces will be bright as dawn, laughing, rejoicing at good news, and other faces on that day with dust upon them, veiled in darkness. Those are the disbelievers, the wicked. On the day when every soul will come pleading for itself, and every soul will be repaid what it did, and they will not be wronged. Friends on that day will be foes one to another, save those who kept their duty to Allah. They all come forth unto their Lord. Then those who were despised say unto those who were scornful, We were unto you a following. Can ye then avert from us aught of Allah's doom? They say, Had Allah guided us, we should have guided you. Whether we rage or patiently endure is now all one for us. We have no place of refuge. And Satan saith, when the matter hath been decided, Lo, Allah promised you a promise of truth, and I promised you, then failed you. And I had no power over you, save that I called unto you, and ye obeyed me. So blame me not, but blame yourselves. I cannot help you, nor can ye help me. Lo, I disbelieved in that which ye before ascribed to me. Lo, for wrongdoers is a painful doom. The day when the sky will become as molten copper, and the hills become as flakes of wool, and no familiar friend will ask a question of his friend, though they will be given sight of them. The guilty man will long to be able to ransom himself from the punishment of that day at the price of his children, and his spouse and his brother, and his kin that harbored him, and all that are in the earth, if then it might deliver him. But nay, for lo, it is the fire of hell, eager to roast. It calleth him who turned and fled from truth, and hoarded wealth and withheld it. O mankind, keep your duty to your Lord, and fear a day when the parent will not be able to avail the child in aught, nor the child to avail the parent. Lo, Allah's promise is the very truth. Let not the life of the world beguile you, nor let the deceiver beguile you in regard to Allah. The guilty will be known by their marks, and will be taken by the forelocks and the feet. Thou wilt see the guilty on that day, linked together in chains, their raiment of pitch, and the fire covering their faces. On the day when thou, Muhammad, wilt see the believers, men and women, their light shining forth before them and on their right hands, and wilt hear it said unto them, Glad news for you this day, gardens underneath which rivers flow, wherein ye are immortal. That is the supreme triumph. Allah saith, This is a day in which their truthfulness profiteth the truthful. For theirs are gardens underneath which rivers flow, wherein they are secure forever. Allah taking pleasure in them, and they in him. That is the great triumph. In the day when the hour cometh, in that day they will be sundered. As for those who believed and did good works, they will be made happy in a garden. But as for those who disbelieved and denied our revelations and denied the meeting of the hereafter, such will be brought to doom. Couldst thou but see when they are terrified with no escape, and are seized from near at hand, and say, We now believe therein, but how can they reach faith from afar off? When they disbelieved in it of yore, they aim at the unseen from afar off, and a gulf is set between them and that which they desire, as was done for people of their kind of old. Lo, they were in hopeless doubt. Woe unto the repudiators on that day! It will be said unto them, Depart unto that doom which ye used to deny. Depart unto the shadow falling threefold, which yet is no relief nor shelter from the flame. Lo, it throweth up sparks like the castles, or as it might be camels of bright yellow hue. Woe unto the repudiators on that day! When it seeth them from afar, they hear the crackling and the roar thereof. But when they see it nigh, the faces of those who disbelieve will be awry, and it will be said unto them, This is that for which ye used to call. And make mention of the day when the enemies of Allah are gathered unto the fire. They are driven on, till when they reach it, their ears and their eyes and their skins testify against them as to what they used to do. And they say unto their skins, Why testify ye against us? They say, Allah hath given us speech, who giveth speech to all things, and who created you at the first, and unto whom ye are returned. Ye did not hide yourselves, lest your ears and your eyes and your skins should testify against you, but ye deemed that Allah knew not much of what ye did. That your thought which ye did think about your Lord hath ruined you, and ye find yourselves this day among the lost. And though they are resigned, yet the fire is still their home, and if they ask for favor, yet they are not of those unto whom favor can be shown. And by thy Lord, verily, we shall assemble them and the devils. Then we shall bring them crouching around hell. Then we shall pluck out from every sect whichever of them was most stubborn in rebellion to the Beneficent. And surely we are best aware of those most worthy to be burnt therein. There is not one of you but shall approach it. That is a fixed ordinance of thy Lord. Then we shall rescue those who kept from evil, and leave the evildoers crouching there. And hell is brought near that day. On that day man will remember.
But how will the remembrance then avail him? He will say, would that I had sent before me some provision for my life. None punisheth as he will punish on that day.
And the guilty behold the